Hello everyone, welcome to Shashi Talk. So today we have Nipa with us. Nipa is currently working as Senior Marketing Manager at Utazzo. Nipa has a great experience of working in three different verticals in her career. She has worked in education industry, she has worked in fintech industry, and now she is exploring travel industry. So in her career, Nipa has worked with big brands like Embibe for education industry, Groww, where she explored fintech industry, and currently she has joined Utazzo for travel industry. So today in this episode, we'll be discussing more on fintech industry, how to do SEO for fintech websites, how we can optimize keywords, how we can optimize content, and also we have discussed more about blogs and a lot of other factors. Apart from that, we have also double tapped on programmatic SEO because as Nipa has experience of working on huge websites, programmatic SEO plays a very vital role there. So we try to understand how programmatic SEO can help building a lot of pages on the website, getting a lot of traffic on the website, and how anyone can have vertical growth using programmatic SEO. So yes, let's dive into the podcast to understand more into it. And yes, let's go. Yes, so we have Nipa with us. Yes, Nipa, let's start with introduction.
Hello, Shashikant. Uh, my full name is Nipa Majumdar, and I started. If I talk about my field, from as an executive, started as a digital marketing executive, now appointed as a senior digital marketing manager. So there are a lot of things about my journey. So there are a lot of things are there, but I quickly give a just introduction first. So basically, I'm from West Bengal. I have done my graduation and my MBA in 2018. Then my career started as a digital marketing executive. So
Okay.
that time I was in Pune. I was working as a digital marketing executive in a market research firm, which is there actually I used to look at PR and their some sort of keyword research. Only my career started with keyword research. So yeah, then COVID came that time. So that's why I had to leave that job after 6 months. Okay, because they
Okay.
wanted me to come back there, and it was not possible because that time Pune
Sure.
was not doing anything good. So after that, I joined as a content research analyst
Okay.
in a startup, which is also from Bangalore only. So there actually I started learning about the content planning strategy and research part, how to
Okay.
do research on the data part also, and along with that, finding the right correct data, which I used to write for Crunchbase.
Okay.
Then in 2020 I started reading about a lot uh SEO, digital marketing. Then I was quite fascinated by SEO industry that time.
Okay.
So I started reading about a lot. Then just like that, I remember I applied in one company that is EdTech, Embibe. EdTech
Okay.
company. It's a EdTech company. It's Geo's EdTech firm.
Okay.
So there I applied and I got that job. That time I was having only theoretical knowledge, but I started liking SEO that much that in 2 months I cracked everything in terms of
Amazing.
theoretical. But I started learning. I learned SEO in 6 months actually. There,
Okay.
yeah, I remember I used to work like hell. I think I used to work around more than 10 or 11 hours in a day to
Okay.
just learn those things. So that then I learned. SEO in 6 months, and then I joined Groww as a senior associate SEO.
Okay.
And there my career started picking up, like rather than doing a day-to-day operational activities as a executive, there actually learned how to manage things, and
Okay.
about the advanced SEO also. So yeah, this is my journey. And right now, just now, I changed my job. I joined as a senior digital marketing manager in a travel firm, that is Utazzo. So basically, I'm going to looking at their end-to-end marketing. Let's see if I can build something like Grow there, like we did. So hoping that I'll build something for them too.
No, no, like I'm sure you'll definitely do that because based on the learnings that you have from multiple companies that you have been through, and especially where the Grow is right now, considering that you have played a very vital role in growing their overall traffic. So, no, definitely you will do wonders for Utazo as well. So, Nipa, just wanted to understand how the shift is going on right now from fintech to travel. Like, how's that?
It's actually totally different because
Okay.
in fintech, still in product page, we used to follow the same structure we were following in the app from application part
Okay.
point of view, and we have very clear, we had very clear picture there that whatever we are doing in app, the same thing we are going to do in website in terms of SEO.
Okay.
And obviously content is there, content is something, but if I talk about the product pages and product history is totally different because in fintech, in finance website, you will have to when you are doing SEO, you'll have to keep in mind about a lot of things, rules, regulations, and a lot of things are there, like you
Mm.
can't go beyond that. But in travel websites, you'll have to see what you can do better than your competitors, because it's about the deals, it's about the
True.
offers, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so it is like some sort of, you'll have to market it very well through your websites also. And your UI UX, it has to be very smooth so that your user can use it and they can say wow. So in terms of that, it's totally different because it in travel, it's all about the website, but in fintech, it's about the application first, then website comes late after
True.
that.
True.
Yeah.
True. And especially you are coming from Grow, so I don't think UI UX would be a problem for you.
Yeah,
You'll
I
make it
always, it's actually after working with Grow, I understood you'll have to be very, very smooth with your UI UX so that user can actually whatever, if some whatever they want, they should get it by landing on
true.
your home page or any page. So
True. True.
that smoothness should be there in your design.
And I believe that the messaging that you are passing in terms of fintech industry and in terms of travel industry is also different, right? In travel industry, you are passing the message of happiness, luxury on your website.
Yes,
And in tech and in terms of fintech, you are passing the message of technicalities and a lot of in-depth knowledge and these kind of
right.
things.
Yeah.
True, true. Perfect. So I believe we had a great start in terms of introduction and everything. Let's start with how to do SEO for fintech industry, like fintech website. That's would be the aim of this podcast that we have. So guidance from your end in terms of how to do SEO for fintech websites.
So in terms of fintech websites, see, for SEO, it's all about the keyword research. So
Yes.
the basic SEO is same for fintech and like other website, other industry also. It's totally same. You'll have to focus on your user first. your keywords. Your competitor analysis has to be very strong. Like you'll have to find out the gaps, opportunities, and everything. But first thing, you'll have to the focus on your niche, and your user should be your focus, more focus. Because in other website, I don't know, but in fintech, it's about you'll have to educate your users through your website's content and everything. But in terms of SEO, it's more often same for the fintech also. Like, but as I mentioned, you'll have to follow some certain rules, some certain guidelines, because you can't write anything what you want.
True, true.
So
Yes, yes.
you'll have to focus on the visual concept also, because there are some technical things also there in terms of stocks, your from where you are getting that data, prices, because the content is very uh, what can I say? The content is very, very it's very, very crucial there, because you can't write anything you want. You will have, it has to be
Exactly.
the correct, it has to be the exact one. So it's quite it yes, in terms of content and difficulty and technicality, it's quite crucial than other industry, because whatever you are passing, it has to be right, because it depends because if people are coming and reading about that, then they are investing, and it's about the money and it's about the users investment. So we always focus there, that something should not go wrong, something, some information should not go, whatever we are publishing, whatever we are doing, at least if there is some gap, that is okay. But if we are writing something, if we are making something live, it should not be wrong, it has to be perfect. So that is something, it's different from other industry.
Cool. So you mentioned that because we you are into finance niche, and if you are in finance niche, you have to look into a lot of other compliances as well, and you have to make sure that you are right. If I talk about from Google's standpoint as well, Google sees finance website is as a bit different, like finance and health websites, right? So how
Correct.
you like what are your views on EAT that Google follows? So for finance websites, if I'm writing blog, right, and let's say if I'm a startup and I am in fintech industry, but to gain the trustworthiness, authoritativeness, and like authority, trustworthiness, experience, and all the EAT factors, it will take time for me. So as a
Okay.
startup, what should I do to gain the trust, authenticity, and everything? And because you mentioned that we have to see a lot of compliances as well. So it might require a big amount of team, right, to look into
Right.
content and everything. So as a startup, how should I go forward with my SEO strategy in terms of blogs and everything?
In terms of blogs, see, as I mentioned, it's totally you start with your educational start user educational part,
Okay.
or you can start writing content on the, because it's something you can't, if you are doing, savvy says ki, if you are in market, you can't advise. If you are selling the product,
Okay. Okay.
stocks and mutual funds, so you can't give advisory.
Right.
So which is something that you will have to follow. But if you are not selling any product, if you are not selling it, then maybe you can uh, give a advisory sort of content. But
Okay.
many people are writing nowadays, many people, I have seen many people are writing the best stocks, best stocks to invest in healthcare industry, IT industry, and
Yes.
these and that. But if you are writing, you'll have to be very sure about that, that whatever you are writing, there is some analyst sitting there, and you have disclaimer, and you are giving everything through your content, and you are writing that this is totally for educational purpose.
Okay.
So
So
targeting the keywords, it's totally fine, but when it comes to trustworthiness and authoritativeness, focus on your niche. Like the if you want to educate, there is no harm to educate your users, because
true.
you have to if you are doing this job for them, because you are in some sort of business there, you have to educate your users. So I feel you always focus on that, but you should not focus as along with that, always focus on that you should not pass any advisory through your content. You can
Right.
educate your users through your blogs, your content, everything, but you should not pass any type of advisory through that. They
Okay.
are You provide the research part, you provide the if you are saying that these stocks are best or something, then you have to publish all the research along with that, why you are seeing this best stocks, and should not mention in invest, because you should not because this is a totally regulation, you can't pass it. But yeah, if you want to educate your user, always educate with strong point, with strong market research and everything, and also provide some disclaimers, because it is very necessary for users and for your website and Google EET guidelines also. That's how you are passing Google that, yeah, I am the expertise in this. You can trust me. I am in the expertise in this. This content is well researched and well structured.
Okay, okay. So, just one question that I had in mind. So you have worked in Grow and you have immense experience there and had a great performance as well. How difficult it is for the company like Grow, who has a great brand value and great brand reputation as well. How difficult it is to get the backlinks, or do you guys used to do any backlink activity, or it was all the natural backlinks that you get from any data that you create? Because I'm sure Grow has been getting backlinks from a lot of huge websites, news and everything. So like, is there any specific backlink strategy that you guys work, or it's just a normal natural backlinks that you get and you utilize that?
For backlink strategy, we don't focus that much, because as we feel as a SEO, I also feel the same. If your on page is very much strong, you don't have to focus on that part.
Backlinks.
But
Okay.
if, yes, but there are certain times you'll have to passing that trustworthiness, you'll have to get the backlinks from other website also.
True.
So anyway, I think in first when the website went live, that time to gain the that authoritatiness, that trustworthiness, we used to do a lot of backlinks. But nowadays, anyway, we grow reach that part, that one every day. So many people are writing about it. So many news websites are writing about it. Anyway, we are getting so many backlinks, so we don't focus on that, but we focus on something. If we are coming with some new product or something, we make sure that we are everywhere. So that's what.
Okay. So I believe if you reach to the level where Grow is right now, the brand reputation that you have, it's mainly pushing out a lot of information, educational information for like on the platform for users, and then backlink is something that will get automatically get followed, right? So you don't have to work
Yes, so
specifically for the
the
backlinks.
focus on your content, focus on your brand first, rather than focusing creating the backlink. Because I feel once you reach that position, people absolutely start giving you that attention in terms of backlink, and that anyway is going to convert it as a backlink also.
True,
So
true.
you should focus on backlink. If you are doing very good with your website, and it's not about fintech. Even if I'm giving consultancy services also, some of my clients comes and they say, "Okay, I want backlinks, I want to do off page," but they did not even start their own. on page SEO.
Right.
So
Right.
I made those kind of people, like they are so rigid about creating the backlink, but they forgot to focus on the on page SEO. So that I
True.
feel you should be very enough with your on page, that you are doing great job. Now you can focus on your off page SEO also, and
True.
you have
True.
created n number of content. You have created so many content. You have started getting good because I'm sure I have attended one Google Search Console meet. So there
Okay.
I asked them about this also. So actually Google doesn't bother about this. So Google
Backlinks. Right.
backlinks. So this is something we have created, because when it Google EEAT guidelines comes into the picture, there actually we need these backlinks as a trustworthiness, as
Hmm.
expertise. Because when some other websites are giving you that link juice, passing their link juice, that time Google algorithm works like they understood, yes, this website is actually about this expertise. They are doing their expertise in this domain. They are getting these many backlinks. They are trustworthy. We should focus on this website also. So this is about
True.
the this only. But rather than, I feel, I always say that you should be very strong with your op page, but you should not create that. You are creating backlink that is going to harm your website. Don't do that. I always
Yes.
say this to people: don't do that. First focus fully on your on page. If you
True.
start getting good traffic, then you can do some is good, but not. I never suggest backlink that much. And if you are getting backlinks, get it from good websites.
True. So number shouldn't be the focus. It should
Yes,
be
quantity should not be the first thing. You should focus on the quality.
right. Right.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned correctly, right, a lot of clients even ask for, like, I want 60 backlinks, 80 backlinks, 100 backlinks. And again, they focus on quantity. But rightly said by you, I believe, that, and even I believe the same, that you should put your content at top level of things, and then followed by on page and a lot of other things. And backlinks should be at a later stage when you have all things on the website to promote in other directions, and then backlink can definitely support them in a parallel way. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. So one question that I had in mind, and this is something that I normally trying to get answers as well. So before, as SEO has evolved a lot, it's not only more about backlinks on page content. It's more about creating brand value in terms of all the platforms. Social signals are equally important, right? So
Right, absolutely.
how important it is right now, because, and this is something in India as well, and abroad as well, a lot of people are doing it. Apart from their website activities and everything, their promoters are promoting their like brand on Twitter or all the different platforms that they are, like they are present. So getting social signals from there, getting engagement from there, because, and I know that you are the right best person to answer this, because you are getting those kind of social signals. And do you see any improvement in terms of organic rankings as well, as you improve the social signals or reach on social media platforms?
So yes, obviously, social media, social passing the social signal from your own social media channels, and like if you are publishing some blogs, then if you are again republishing it some through your social media, and then you are saying the to read full blogs,
Yeah.
click on these links. So these things actually pass good trustworthiness. Okay, so
Okay.
it's very important, that I don't believe in spam score, but few people believes in that. Because spam score is something, because I always focus on Google's like what Google guidelines and everything. And
Right,
I, to be
right.
very honest, I never heard about this in Google's guide search console guidelines or somewhere. So
Yeah,
it's like from most, but yeah, I feel it. Not I feel, it's written in the Google's guideline also, that it's very important to get signals from your social media channels. That's why we put our social media handles in websites, in footer.
true,
In every websites you can see that we put our social media, and uh, if we are doing any media activities or not, but we create those pages, and then we,
true.
so as a grow we did a lot of, we are doing every marketing, we are doing social media marketing, we are doing performance marketing and everything through our ads, through our like social media handles everywhere. People are coming even from YouTube, so many way, many area we have created. So obviously it's not one person's job, it's total teamwork. So these many people, when a website is getting these many links, these many, you know, social signals, so obviously it's somewhere helping the website. So it's absolutely, you are absolutely right that we should focus on the passing the social signal also, because it will help to improve your rankings.
True, true. Yes. So as you mentioned, and as we discussed and concluded as well, that content marketing becomes very important when you want to upscale your website and get as much traffic as possible. So
Hmm.
how you start with content marketing, like what blogs to publish, which topics to touch upon, in which phases you are in, and as you mentioned that you also have that, like informational content, commercial content, or content which can convert to like leads or signups or whatsoever the intent is. So how you have managed the content strategy, and how you recommend anyone who is just starting or into intermediate level, how you recommend them to kickstart their content strategy, content calendar, or content research basically.
See, I feel you first do the broad part. First, you should understand your user behavior. You should understand who is your user.
Okay.
You should understand very well the user persona.
Okay.
Then you start doing the keyword research, because fintech is very vast, very much vast. So
Right.
it's not about ki only stock is coming, only mutual fund is coming. There are other, a lot of things are coming under fintech, finance with technology basically.
Right.
So there are credit, there are banking sector, full banking sector, there is
Insurance.
insurance,
Yes.
tax, a lot of things. So that's why I'm saying it's very, very, very important to understand your user first. Then you start doing some, put some seeds keywords, and then see what type of keywords you are getting. Then
Okay.
see where is your competitor is ranking, and who are your competitors. Check their content, what kind of content they are publishing, what kind of clusters they are having, content clusters. Take some clusters. If you are starting with fintech, like stocks and SIP, just see what are the top keywords are ranking, if we can create. So product pages, obviously that will be commercials, like who wants to invest, they will focus on investing Tata Steel's share price, Adani share price, these things. And this is fully commercials based, mutual fund, these things. But when it comes to when it comes to like content marketing, like creating blogs, informational post, and everything, that type. And I mentioned earlier also, educate, it's very important to educate your users through your content. So see like what kind of keywords you are getting. There are charts, technical, if you want to publish content related to technical, there are about a lot of things. Like in IPO there are very much various terms there. In charts there are various terms are present. In mutual funds there are various terms are present. So You can start with that. You can start what are the things needed to invest, start investing in the industry. So focus on those things. Along with that, if you want to create educate your users through your in terms of overall fintech, overall finance, it can be anything. It can be regarding your money management, it can be regarding your like credit loans and everything. It can be related to your banking, net banking, how you want to do like all the banking and activities we are doing. So a lot of keywords you will find out while you will do the keyword research part, and also competitor analysis. So it's very important to understand the user persona first. That's why I'm saying, because that will be your starting point. Then find some seeds keyword from there and start the thorough keyword research and see who are your competitors. Check what kind of content they are having, and if somewhere the is matching with your user persona, take those content, take those keywords, do gap analysis, see how good you can write your content, like compared to your competitors. And yeah, that's what.
Perfect, perfect. So mainly try to understand the audience first, and then putting like again from a business standpoint, try to find out the seed keywords, categorize
Yes,
those seed keywords, and then
right.
double down on that part. Perfect, perfect. Amazing, I would say. Moving ahead, so again, as you have been part of Grow and like again other companies as well. What I have noticed in Grow, there are a lot of landing pages out there, right? Like huge landing pages. And so I wanted to understand how like you used to manage everything. So again, like programmatic SEO is something that might come into the picture. So if you can explain more on that part, that would be great.
So landing page, that means you're talking about the main parent page, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So basically we focus, we don't like when the product we were creating, yeah, if something new product is coming, we sit with the product team, we understand how, what are the features we are having our in product, and then we do the keyword research. What kind of keyword should ingest in that page so that it can rank. And yeah, we discuss with the teams that how the page should look alike. And then we come, because we don't do and that much on our landing page, because as I mentioned, that grow UI UX is very simple. And if you
True.
go, if I know I'm hoping you went to our landing page, is very simple. There is nothing.
Yes.
There is
Yes.
nothing. If it is about stocks, so there are just, we have mentioned what are the products are there in
And
stocks.
that is intentionally nothing, basically. So
Yes.
because
So we
just you want
don't
to
do,
keep things clean. Yeah.
yes. So we don't do that much in that. We just tell user these are the products we are having. That's it. So yeah, this is something. And as in terms of programmatic SEO, it's very difficult to, in fintech website, it's quite crucial to handle programmatic SEO, do programmatic SEO, because I was handling one category which is fully programmatic. And I remember, yeah, I won't mention the category, but I
Yeah,
remember
that's fine.
the few times happened. We didn't know where actually the problem is coming. We were facing a lot of 404's error pages. The pages were not indexing. Double pages were occurring. Some pages were showing kids like it's doing good, but then same page is showing 404. So
Okay.
it's because two, three APIs, two, three crons are running behind that category. So in programmatic essay, it's very important to, structure it from the beginning. When you are going to start that category with the programmatic SEO, because even though in a lot of content pages, a lot of API is working, like for interlinking, for like charts, and these things are coming from the API only. but you'll have to very focus on your page speed, because if these many APIs, these many programs, automations are working on the back end, you should be very focused with your page speed, because if page is not working well, then what's the
Yeah.
point?
What's the point?
What's the
True.
point of doing programmatic SEO? So if you are running those also, if you are creating programmatic pages, you should focus on the page speed. The first thing you should, when you are creating that category, get a good understanding on what programs you are going to use, how it's going to run. Make that design, make that from even from the design backend part also, know about what are the programs are working actually, because it's through programmatic SEO you can create a lot of pages, you can target a lot of keywords in number of pages, and there high chance that you will get traffic. That's why people are moving towards the programmatic SEO. But if you, I feel that the SEO is totally working with the content marketing.
True. True.
Yes, because there you are actually putting your efforts, putting your keywords and everything. So it is the area where you can gain the traffic you want. But sometimes we are doing programmatic SEO because we are focusing on those things, because the world is they are moving forward to programmatic SEO. Then you will have to, some things you will have to do with the API and programs. You can't do it manually if you want to. In
Right.
FinTech though,
Exactly.
you can't. In FinTech
True.
there are a lot of things, calculators, charts, so many things are there. So few things works well, few things didn't work well. Few categories we did, it actually didn't. We were expecting, before the creating category, we were expecting that we will get millions of traffic through that categories, but later we didn't, because a lot of problems we faced that after that. Because I when I started handling that category, there are a lot of things we were unaware about it from the
Right.
beginning. So
Right.
those things actually took time to understand, because we were so many APIs were running in the backend, and so many data were coming from various sites. So there we actually faced a lot of programs. So I always say to people also, if you are building something through programmatic, make clear picture, make clear things, ke what are the APIs, what are the programs, automation you want to build, how your page, do clear testing with the pages, how your pages are working well, what is the what is your page speed, in terms of content. Okay, in terms of templates, see how it's working. It should be working fine. It should not, like, after creating 100 pages it started, you know uh, giving 404 errors. So the
Okay.
pages are not indexing. So these things can harm your crawl budget also later, because
True.
in a programmatic SEO you will not have any control on that creating pages. Then your crawl budget can, can get waste
Go haywire.
through that.
True. True. True.
Yeah, so focus on those things first when you are doing programmatic SEO, because it's a very crucial part. uh, be very much confidence before making it live what you want exactly.
Okay. So I just wanted to double click on programmatic SEO thing. So you mentioned about you have to be right in all the aspects before going it live, because you don't know what's gonna where the hindrance would be after making it live, and you won't understand as
Yeah.
well. So if you can give an example, so again, let's say again not related to fintech, that's fine. You can give example of any, in fact travel as well. So I am let's say I'm a client and I want to make 10,000 pages live in travel industry, let's say, and you have to be like each town will have that page which will have their best best visiting places, let's say top 5 visiting places each town, and I'll have all the listed with the manual efforts and everything. So I have the intention of let's say 10,000 pages to be needed. I have the content, like these are the top 5 pages per like per basically, and I'm, let's say I'm fetching it through API, and top 5 places each of the town. I have 10,000 towns. I have the content ready. I have the seed keywords, because seed keywords is the most important things in programmatic SEO. So these are things are ready with me. And if I'm missing out on anything, you can take it up. That's fine. And if you can give me an example, like this should be the exact process of doing programmatic SEO, then I have follow-up question as well. But yeah, this should be the first one.
So, for travel, if as you mentioned, the town wise, I feel the keywords will come. A person When a person search best places to visit in Pondicherry,
Right.
or if I'm sitting in Pondicherry, so best places to visit near me.
True. True.
Okay, so that's what location wise, then it has to be the pages here where the user is sitting. Then you will have to understand very well your user, whoever is going to search about this page, either that person will search with the city name, town name, or near
Other
me.
near meaning. True.
Okay, so you can use these things with keywords, you because now state wise, city wise, we'll have a lot of page, more than 500 pages we'll have. So
Right.
in every pages you want to show the, I mean tiles, the places. Okay, maybe in Pondicherry, White Town, some beach and everything. So these things you'll have to be very clear that these are coming through that API. I don't have to work on those things that I'm sitting and putting every tiles in the pages and
Okay.
going in the adding
Right.
these things. So it should not come that way. So you'll have these things you can do through API or programmatic, that you are writing some content, and you can add through templatize those content.
Right.
You can add keywords in that content, but along with that you can use some map sort of these things, so that there you are targeting your localization, SEO localization you are
Right.
doing there. And then you are adding tiles with names, because now visual content is getting more
True.
attraction. And
True.
in travel, visual content is the game changer. uh,
Yes.
Whenever we see something in the website, we don't like hazard website or something. We want something neat and clean
Clean.
picture. So
Yes.
these something, whatever things you are mentioning, break it, like the places you want to visit in that Pondicherry, give the tiles through API, put the names. You can make it through your API or programmatic based, and then maybe the activities you will do there, those things also you can make it through API.
Okay. So everything can be called through API, and at the end of the day, the result is that page
Yeah,
appears.
automation. So after making it live, you can publish 2, 3, or 10 pages through, because somewhere you'll have to take control in your hand. You can't make it everything automated.
Automated. Right.
Then it will be very difficult for you to manage that category. So at least publishing access should be with you.
Should be
Like
on
you are
our
putting
hand.
everything, every data in your, because in travel maybe your CMS is custom, or you are
Right.
using headless CMS like Strappy or some other. So you
Right.
can easily check where what kind of content is publishing. Maybe it already went live, but you just checked the page speed and you saw something. So you have that, or else some misinformation you passed or something. At least you have that, you should have that, power to unpublish it or make some changes or something in the page.
Right.
So
Right.
you never, I feel you should not, give it everything to automation. Some things in middleware, some part should be handled by SEO, because that's why we are sitting in this picture. Case if something happens, we should have that control that we can, make it right.
Yes, yes, yes. And we can manage the situation at that point of
Yes,
time at
we can
least.
manage the situation. Otherwise, if as I said, if it went live and you don't have that control in your hand, then it would be very difficult to, it might happen. You'll have to take down all the category, all the pages. It might
True.
happen because
True.
something
Yeah.
is not so.
Yeah.
Never give all the power to, focus fully automated. You are generating category, because I faced that problem in my career. So because it was generating by fully automated, I didn't have that power. I did not able to understand what exactly where the problem was happening. Didn't understand that. So
Got it.
that is that is some learnings from that part also. Like, keep some control in your hand also.
Right, right. And at the end of the day, if something goes haywire, then you will be the person who will answering,
Even
even though
slug
you
also,
have the
yeah.
control.
At least the slug and all, you should have that power. Ke you are checking what should be the header, because there the keyword will come to the pictures, right? So
Right.
you will have to some control in your hand. At least with publishing, maybe you are making it live 100 pages. You are making live in one go, but at least when you will do that analysis part, when you do the optimization, or after publishing, when you see the things, if it is working well or not, if something has happened, so you should have that control in your power, so you can control that
True.
situation.
True, true, and totally makes sense, I believe. Because at the end of the day, if we are answerable to anything goes wrong, then we should have control of to manage the damage that has been
Right,
done. Right,
yes.
true. True. So, follow-up question that I have, Nipa, is so let's say if let's say if I'm doing programmatic SEO and if I'm publishing 500 pages a day and I have published in 1 month, I've published almost, let's say, 20-30,000 pages again. Uh 100, let's say, 1,000 pages a day, and I have published in month 30,000 pages. Now the problem is, so irrespective, the brand value is high, brand is great and have the trust values, everything, but let's say due to some XYZ reason, after 2 months, few of the pages are performing well, but they got stagnant. Right now, I have 30,000 pages on the website, out of which 500 pages were performing well, but now they aren't because they got stagnant. Now, what should be done at that point of time to make those pages working and growing again? Like, shall I make the changes manually for all the 500 pages, or you automate that as well? Like, what strategy you apply? Because you made the things live, the traffic boosted, but down the line after 2 to 3 months, it everything is going stagnant right now. So how will you grow that?
See, few things, as I mentioned, won't be in your control. Like doing the templatized, these things will be in your control. If you have added some, what say, some content there, which is after 6 months, after, as you said,
two
that
to three
it
months yeah.
performed well, and now some competitors has changed their content and they
True.
started performing well. And SEO is something you'll have to do the on page optimization regularly. So even in programmatic pages also, you'll have to do the optimization after few time. So maybe you publish something, or else related articles, that is something. Because when something will get changed, so Google, and again it will get crawled, so Google will understand that again it has optimized well and good, so that signal will pass. Even the keywords also, maybe you have added some keywords which was performing well. Now there are some keywords came that again you will have to do the optimization. So see keyword wise that where the gap is, there with other competitors. Even in market research, you can simply do the market niche, the maybe you can say share price or
Right.
anything. So or else chart or share price, anything you can take. And then you see that your page is programmatic, your content and everything, but some keywords came right now. which you were doing that time was not was not having good volume, but it has,
Right.
now it is having good volume. So maybe you can change that content through again templatize also, and even the data you are passing through API, I feel that is also changeable. That has to be changeable. Anytime if I want to change something, maybe I am showing the beaches now. Now I want to show the lane, best lane. So
Right.
these data I should, the API is there that is passing me data, but now I want to add with beaches the places also, like
Places
normal place
also.
spaces or
Yes.
restaurants or cafes. So these things should be in your control. Okay, you want to optimize, whenever you want to optimize, you can optimize it.
Right.
Or else links, maybe you can make it linking your interlink strategy better. So
Right.
maybe in from the ticket booking or hotel booking places, you are giving some interlink. You are you are making stronger your link interlink strategy. Now you started doing the op page. So these things you
Right.
can do.
True. So you
So
can
it
make
will help.
changes. Yeah, go on. Sorry, sorry, go on.
Yeah, these things will help you to, boost your ranking, because anything you will change, optimize, Google will get that signal that these page is optimized, the content is new, the data is new, and always remember that your data is rendered in your server. There is something, it's not like it's showing, because in programmatic it's happened that few content is, you can see from the front end, but it's not it's not rendered. So that
Right.
problem sometimes we face, that we are not passing all the information to Google, but in front end it's showing. So
Right.
these things make sure that your all everything is rendered. At least you're writing the content part is Google are getting that signal. These
True.
things are present in the web page.
True. True. So just to summarize what you mentioned, you can change the keyword level of things because you don't know which trend you are following in the past and which is doing well right now. So trend could be one of
Right.
the factor. You can change the context of the content as well, content as well. As you mentioned, you can add the beaches. If you are adding something else, then you can add something else as well, which might work well, which might influence users to click and decrease the bounce rate basically, which at the end of the day helps in
Yeah.
rankings. So yes, so these are the things you can do for sure. Perfect. I believe I got the answer. Yeah, like perfectly, with logical understanding and in all the aspects. If I look, it suits in all the way. And at the end of the day, this will definitely make some changes on the content of the page, making some changes on the keyword level. Will give the context to Google as well. Like there is something that got updated, and if it's going in the right direction, you might get that push if what your
Right.
competitor is getting right. Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Amazingly said. So my next question, Nipa, is so like a lot of things has changed, and we discussed the SEO is evolved a lot, specifically for the fintech and edtech industry right now. And now we have Google AIO. The problem with fintech, as you mentioned, that you have to create a lot of informational content, and now Google AIO
Mhm.
can answer a lot of your informational content by themselves, right? So how you like what do you think in terms of those kind of websites or those kind of industries which are full like majorly dependent on informational based content, and Google will show all the informations in the first slide itself. So there are less chances that they are likely you will be losing out a lot of opportunities in terms of traffic and everything. Like what are your thoughts on that? Because this goes with travel industry as well. So like what are your thoughts?
So I think that Google AIO is actually, after it came, a lot of overall SEO game has been changed,
Right.
because so many websites are ranking, but like if you see earlier, maybe when it was ranking on first position, it might the one that page was getting 40K traffic, but now it is ranking on first position, but it's getting only 20K traffic.
True,
So
true.
these things happening. I have seen like my page is ranking on Google AIO section, But earlier it was the traffic it was getting earlier, now it's not getting, even though it's ranking there, but
On
it's
Google,
not
yeah, yeah.
getting,
Right,
because all the answers you are getting in that one section.
right.
But when it comes to long tail keywords, we are searching for some, it happens in fintech, mostly, that you are searching for something and you want that answer with some research and with some reports. Then you started scrolling, blogs,
Hmm.
or if I can see, because in Google AIO, it's like they just provide the gist part, maybe
Just of
whatever
summary
you are
of it, yes.
looking.
And then you have to click
You are
it to
click it,
go
and
more
then,
depth into.
so
Yeah,
yeah, so even Google is also showing the blogs, website, web pages,
right.
links there.
Yes,
And
yes.
so it's about the, even if you go and check some pages, grow some pages, you can see Grow is ranking on that AIO
Yes, of
section,
course.
because
Yes.
the content is very, very good. Content is well structured. Content is very much, the information is correct, because obviously that AIO section, whatever content, it's writing there, it's present there, it's there also some algorithm is going on the back end, right? It's checking few websites, then it's checking, okay, what are the content, it's like matching, like percentage, you can say, like 70% maybe website, 3 4 website, or out of 100 website, 20 website is saying this is the information, and
Right,
or like 80 websites saying, okay, this is the information. So obviously Google is going to prioritize those 80% content, and then there the web pages are ranking, or Google is going to give prioritize to them. So the same algorithm is happening there. So it's like it is giving the gist of that 80 web pages, 80 content, but uh, AIO just showing the top 1 2 3 content there, which is well structured, speed is good, and everything. Content is very nice. Content is created by the well SEO strategies. These things it's focusing. But yeah, it's like after it came, SEO game has been changed after that. Like traffic is the much traffic we used to get earlier. Right now, that proportion has been decreased.
right. And I believe somehow we have to adapt that because that's the way
Yeah, we
forward.
Right. We can't, this is something, even in ChatGPT also people go and start, nowadays they are using that as a
Yes,
uh, like SERP. Okay.
right,
So they
right.
are going there and they are asking to give the proper answer for this question. There
True.
people are, it's like we are SEO, we know the algorithm works like this,
Right,
but
right,
normal users they might, they don't know okay, how it's working. They
right.
feel ke AI chatbot is saying or AI is saying, so this means it's well researched and
True,
structured.
true,
But
true.
we know what program is going behind this.
Right. And I believe because a lot of GPTs has been made. I know one of the GPTs to do stock analysis. So a lot of, and I know like 50,000 people are using it. So at least 50,000 people has shifted their way to that GPT. Like at least if not influencing the decision of buying the stock, but at least understanding their analysis and everything.
Huh.
So they
Even
are
we
shifted
also
from
do.
Google to ChatGPT.
Even we also do in SEO day-to-day activities. If we want to understand some content, we want to get some strategy on something, we do use ChatGPT, we
True.
do use BERT. So it's, mm, there is no harm to use it, because at the end you are getting information through that. But we know that it is also, the data is collected from the information which is available on the Google, on the
Right.
website, on the internet. So this is what something. But yeah, SEO game has been changed, as I said, that it has been totally changed after these things came into
True.
the pictures.
True, and totally aligned with that. And being in the industry and facing the such challenges, but at the end of the day, you have to adapt, and that's the only
You'll
change
have
is
to
the only
adapt it.
constant, basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And
that's
the
totally
thing
true.
is, like these are the evolution are going around the everywhere. and
Right.
even so many things will come, so many things will go, but you'll have to be, some things you'll have to adapt, something you'll have to learn. And SEO is a area, it's some where you'll have to learn every day something new. Other than you'll
Exactly.
have
True.
to be, there is no way to, focusing on the same thing
Traditional methods.
we were
Yeah.
doing 5 6 years
Back.
ago. Even content also, Google has penalized so many content, so many websites. Mm,
Right.
so
That after
yeah,
HCU
it's
update, in fact, I recently read that after HCU and the latest update that has happened, a lot of content generation websites which were scaling just only based on the ChatGPT content
yeah,
or AI content, they
content, yeah,
just shuttered down. Yeah.
they just vanished.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just vanished. Yeah. No, true. So yes, I believe. Thank you, Nipa, for answering all the questions and giving the practical insights, which we can definitely implement. And you have been into all the three industries which were booming and which are booming right now. EdTech you have been, FinTech you have already been and did great work there, and now you are into travel industry, which will be again which is one of the booming industry that we'll have. So all the best for your next journey, and I'm sure you're gonna
thank you,
do
thank you,
wonders there.
Shashikant.
Yes. Anything that
Hope
you'd
we'll
like to say?
see soon. Yeah, hope we'll meet in some conference or somewhere soon. Thank you for, giving me the opportunity or thought that I'll be that person who can, answer. Hope I gave all the answers you have asked. I am not that much I have only 4 years of experience. Still, I can say I am new person in this game, but I am also learning, and I feel SEO is something everyone is learning something
Learning.
every day.
Yes. Exactly.
So I
Exactly.
hope I'll able to answer everything what you were looking for. Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Just a
Okay.
moment, Niba.
Yeah.
I'll just